Hey guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, do you hear the voice? My voice is so raspy. So raspy. It's just like, what? It has been way too long, but I have a good reason for it. A good couple of reasons, at least I think I do. Technology has been playing me to the max in the month of November. But I think I figured everything out now. It just took me a very long time. So I thought that I would start off my new streak of videos with November favorites. Since it is the end of the month and you guys know how I feel about favorites videos, like I cannot skip one. So I'm just gonna start off by kind of updating you guys on where I've been, kind of what's going on with my technology issues. And I'm just gonna record the timestamp right here just so you guys can skip ahead if you don't really care about this, because I don't blame you. Do not blame you. So I actually have filmed 3 videos, but the main issue that I had is my computer was driving me insane. I was so close to finishing one of the videos and it was just going so great. Like, it was one of those things where it was a really big video file, but I had broken it up and I was so impressed with myself, and I'm editing it and the rainbow wheel of doom comes up on my computer and it doesn't go away. I have to, shut it down, restart it. And when I shut it down and restart it, it won't let me log in, or it will log in, but it will show me a black screen, or the rainbow wheel will just never stop spinning on the login area, and I'm just like, no. So I get on the chat with the Apple support, and then they call me, and I'm trying to talk to the guy over the phone, and it just wasn't working at all. So reinstalled the software, that didn't work. Then I finally took it into the Apple store the next day and they had to replace my internal hard drive. So I replaced that, but then I had to go home and reset up my entire computer and actually restore all the information, like my photos, music, downloads, everything back onto my computer because the hard drive had to be replaced. So I actually used a backup kind of application and got help from our computer guy, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna show you how to do this. So I started the restore, and it literally took me almost a week to restore all those files, like non-stop, a week. And that was really frustrating, but he told me, he was like, you should not be using iMovie right now because it's going to make the restoring process so much slower, and I would just recommend just leaving your computer alone. So that happened. Then the other day I sit down, everything is finished restoring. I'm like, yes, I can continue my editing, plug my external hard drive in because that's where I edit my videos from, and I get the rainbow wheel of doom again. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I thought I had fixed everything. Obviously not. So I call Apple again, and I got a really nice girl on the phone, but she tells me to reinstall iMovie just in case, and that didn't work. And then finally I talked to somebody else, and they're like, it's your hard drive, like your external hard drive. It is really slow, and you're not gonna be able to edit videos on it. You're gonna have to come up with another way to edit your videos. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I still had 2 terabytes left on that drive. 2! Like, that's half of my drive. They told me that what I can do now is I can actually edit my video on my internal drive and then just export it to my external drive and then just take all the footage and everything off of my internal drive. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this video. I really hope it works out. But if you guys even have a computer or any type of technology, you know how frustrating it is when nothing works properly and you're just like, I have no clue what's going on and nobody else knows. So I wanted to start off with this video just to kind of be able to explain everything, and then I'll be uploading the videos that I filmed before. So now let's get into the products. I have a ton of makeup to share with you, a couple skincare products, and also some random favorites, but I also have 2 fails of the month, and I'm quite passionate about how much these failed for me. So I think I'm going to start including fails into my favorites videos at the end. So let's get into this video. I'm going to start out with this video with 2 eyeshadows that I have been loving. These are both by NYX. They're part of their Prismatic line. You guys know I love the NYX Prismatic shadows. First one we have here is Fireball, and this is such a beautiful color for the fall and winter time. It's this really nice kind of red, cranberry, metallic shade. The pigmentation on this puppy is bomb.com. The texture is super soft, not very much fallout. I actually did a makeup look using this and I put it up on Instagram and I loved it. I was like, yes, yes, yes. The other one that I have is Liquid Gold, and this one I've talked about a lot before. It's just this beautiful coppery gold color. It's just so flattering and beautiful and metallic, and again, the pigmentation's on point. Next up I have a highlighter, and this is the Physicians Formula Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls in the shade Translucent Pearl. I wore this in my last video, and I was looking back at it, and I was like, whoa, what highlight am I wearing there? It is the most beautiful pearly pink highlight. It's really soft and very easy to blend, and it is so nice. Like, it just makes your skin look like it's naturally glowing. Speaking of highlighter, I wanted to mention a highlight brush. Now, I know last month I talked about my favorite highlight brush of all time. I think I may have spoken a little bit too soon because this one I love just as much, but for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? This is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. It's a little bit more of a natural highlight brush because it's a little bit more loosely packed. Not by much, but just like a little bit. And it's kind of like a nice teardrop shape. So it really fits nicely on the cheekbone. It's also great to put on as like a blush topper as well because you can really easily blend in the highlight with the blush. It's really soft, it's synthetic. This is like $4 or something like that. Like, it's crazy. I love it so much. Next up, I have a bronzer. This is by The Body Shop. Now, I did start working for The Body Shop this month. You guys probably didn't know that unless you followed me on Snapchat, but I did get a seasonal position there and I'm loving it. It's also one of my favorites. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more at the end of the video. I bought these like almost a year ago now, so my opinion hasn't changed. This bronzer I just really love on natural days, so I want a little bit of warmth. It's in the shade 01 Light Matte. It's not as soft to the touch as you would expect, but it actually is a really great product because you don't get a lot of kick up when you use it, and it just really complements the skin nicely, especially because I am so pale. Next up, I have a correcting product. It's actually a concealer, but I use it for a corrector. And this is the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Light. Now, I used to use this as a regular concealer, but then it really started to oxidize on me, and I noticed it a lot more as I was applying it. So I've started just to use it under my eyes, just underneath my foundation, just to help kind of correct the dark circles. As you can see, it's quite a peachy color. It shows up a lot more in person how peachy it is, but it blends so nicely under the eyes. You don't need very much at all, and it does cover my dark circles, but not in a way that it looks really cakey and thick. I've just been loving this. Next up, I have a brow trio I want to mention. The first part of it is actually the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm actually not that big of a fan of this product. I think it is so overpriced for what you get. It's ridiculous to me because, first of all, the packaging is falling apart on me. The actual product inside broke without me actually dropping it or anything. And it just kind of drives me a little bit insane that this kind of product can get away with that, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But this month I've been trying to kind of use it up because I just think I might as well just use it up and get rid of it, and then I can just kind of go back to my NYX one. It is nice. It does blend really nicely. I have mine in the shade Soft Brown, but I use this on the tail end of my brow, and it really helps to define, fill in any gaps and everything, and it just really helps to make the tail of my brow look a lot more clean cut, I guess you can say. The second part is my Iredale eyeshadow in Slate Brown. I don't need to talk about this very much because I always talk about it, but it's just such a blendable color. The shade is perfect. I use it just like to fill in the inner area and also blend it into the rest of the brow pencil as well. And then on top of that, to set everything in place, I've been using the Maybelline Brow Drama in the shade Blonde. And this keeps my brows in place the entire shift I have at work, which is anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. I can't believe how amazing this is. It's so good. Another brush that I've been loving is this Up and Up brand brush. It's actually a foundation brush. It came in their full face little kit that actually had the highlighting brush from the line as well in it. This I wasn't really expecting to like, but it is so soft. And I've actually been using this just to set my eyelid primer with like some kind of matte eyeshadow every day. And it really gets the job done. It really increases the blendability of my shadows and really helps my makeup look a lot more smooth. Next up, I have a lipstick from MAC. This is the shade Kinda Sexy. This blew up years ago on YouTube, but I have been using it a lot this month and I absolutely love it. But it's just like a really nice kind of peachy brown neutral. It is a matte finish, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable. I've been digging it this month. Another highlight favorite I have to share with you is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. This is such a beautiful everyday highlight. It just looks so natural and just luminous and just amazing, and it's really perfectly paired with the highlight brush from e.l.f., which I already mentioned. They're just really soft and they are quite powdery, but I really don't mind that at all. All I can say is it's really worth the $6 you pay for it because it just looks so beautiful every day. It doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of highlight, it just looks like you're glowing from within, and I love that. Next up, I have the NYX Conceal Correct Contour Palette in the shade Light. I love this palette, but I've been using the very lightest shade to actually carve out my brows every day. And it is perfect. Like, it stays in place all day long. I do set it with a little bit of like a matte eyeshadow. It blends out nicely at first, but then once it's there, it's not moving. I'm such a huge fan. Next up, I have this little e.l.f. I think it's called the Beautifully Bare Stippling Brush. This is such an amazing brush. It is perfect for cream blush and cream highlight. I've definitely been layering a lot of products for work because I want to make sure my makeup lasts the entire time I'm there. It's quite nicely packed with bristles, but at the same time, it's not super, super dense, so you can still blend out product. I love this. It is such a bomb brush. Next up, I have the Body Shop Skin Primer Moisturize It Face Primer. This is such a good primer. Again, I'm not just saying that because I work there. Like, actually, they know I make YouTube videos, but like, they don't know I'm talking about this right now. But it is so great to even out, you know, the texture on your skin, because I've been having a couple of dry patches recently. And I've noticed that my BB cream actually just goes on my skin so much smoother when I use this product. I have another lip product to share with you. This is the Bite Beauty High Pigment Pencil in the shade Meritage. I always bring out this color around this time of year in the fall and winter. It is so unique and beautiful to me. It's this really pretty cranberry red kind of color. It's so smooth and pigmented, and it just glides on like there's no tomorrow. It actually stays on my lips for a decent amount of time as well. It's really easy to apply, and I think if you haven't tried these, I would really recommend them. I've also been really loving this e.l.f. Mascara Primer this month. At first, when I tried this, I really didn't like it because I thought that it irritated my eyes. Now that I tried it again, I noticed I think it must have been the mascara that I was using with this because it doesn't irritate my eyes anymore. But it's a really nice, just kind of white primer. It really lengthens your lashes, and I really love this little primer. Now, I will say I would not recommend waiting until it dries completely. I did that one day by accident, and it really just did not give me, you know, separated lashes. It kind of made them all clump together, and although they're really dramatic, I just don't love that look. Just giving you about a minute to kind of start to almost get kind of tacky, and then putting your mascara on top. It is so good. Next, I have a product from Kiko, and Kiko is actually an Italian makeup brand. So I actually got this as a gift from Bridie and Ashley. They actually went on a summer backpacking trip to Europe, and they brought me back some of the products from Kiko because it was my birthday while they were away. And this is such a nice product. This is their Strobe and Sculpt cream contour palette in the shade Light Medium. They actually have like a matte contour and a shimmery champagne highlight. These colors are beautiful on pale skin. Using a synthetic brush with both of these products really applies them nicely and evenly, and they're, again, really great to layer with because I've been layering products, as I said before, to help with the longevity of my makeup. I love this duo. It's so, so good. Thanks, Bridie and Ash, for watching this. So going along with the Kiko Highlight and Contour Palette, I've been pairing this brush with the contour. It is the e.l.f. Foundation Blurring Brush. It just fits in the cheekbone perfectly. It also blends really nicely, and it's super, super soft. Next up, I have the e.l.f. High Definition Loose Setting Powder in the shade Sheer. I have been loving this to bake under my contour. It is so smooth, so finely milled, and there's no shimmer in it. Can I get a what? It's a little bit messy because the sifter isn't exactly like sealed properly, but I'm okay with that. It is such a good product. Next up, I have another product from e.l.f. I know there's so many e.l.f. products, but I gotta say, I love e.l.f. as a brand. This is the Illuminating Mist and Set. I'm actually gonna spray some of this on my face right now. It is quite a harsh spray, but I really like that because I really find that it helps to refresh my skin. It really gives me a glowy look. It's so, so good. For $3, like, come on. Come on, you know what I'm saying? It also keeps the makeup on for a long amount of time as well. I've noticed that with wearing my makeup to work. Next up, I have a liquid lipstick from Sephora. This is their cream lip stain in the shade number 13, or Marvelous Mauve. Again, wore this to work. I was so impressed by the wear time of this. I didn't even have to touch it up. So beautiful. It's that perfect Maggie shade, kind of berry, mauve-y, a little bit of a purple undertone. I love it. Next up, I have a shade from the NYX Contour Palette. Now, I still don't know how I feel about the palette itself, but one shade in here I have been using every single day, and that is the color Soft Light, which is actually this kind of matte, kind of cream color. This is the Perfect Under Eye Setting Powder. It does feel a little bit, not chalky, but like a little bit drier than the Anastasia one. But for some reason or another, this just like helps my concealer last the entire day, and it works better than baking for me. I know. I said it. It's perfect. Next up, another e.l.f. brush. This is their Flawless Face Brush. This is one of the best bronzer brushes slash like natural contour brushes out there. I love it. It is so soft. It's quite tapered, but at the same time, it has like a large surface area. So you can definitely like contour, you know, with this side and then kind of bronze with the flatter side. I love this. It is so good. And again, like, where has this been all my life? Okay, last fave makeup product is this e.l.f. Baked Blush in the shade Pinktastic. This is such a beautiful highlighter. I've been using it so much. It's this perfect champagne-y pink color. I just love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It really applies nicely. It blends really nicely into my skin. Again, $3. You have to give it a try. It is so bomb. Now we're going to talk about my 2 makeup product fails. The first one is this mascara by Stila, and this is their Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. Now, I like the packaging. I love how it's gold, but this, just no. No. The wand is like an hourglass shape, which I'm gonna be honest, usually doesn't work out for me, but the formula is so thin and wet and it transfers like a mofo, okay? I am just not a fan of this. I got back from work one day and I had mascara up on my eyebrows. No. I'm sorry as well if you're somebody who loves either of these products. I'm not trying to offend you in any way. It just didn't work out for me. The other product is something I'm so disappointed in, and I think it's just the one that I have, but I have to mention it. It is this Urban Decay Lounge eyeshadow. Now, this is like a little sample one that I got from my Ipsy bag, so the actual full size could be better, but I'm only judging it from what I know from this. Something is seriously wrong with this formula. It looks super pilly, and also it is so unbelievably patchy. I tried to apply it with my finger and everything just kind of stuck to the oil on my finger, so I just don't like it. Now we're gonna move on to skincare products. The first one I have here is this lip balm. It is by Malin and Goetz? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's their Mojito lip balm and it smells heavenly, okay? Really nice. But the formula of this is so nice. It's a really glossy, quite thick formula. I actually just apply it before I do my makeup and just let it sink into my lips as I'm doing the rest of my face. Then when it's time for me to put on my lipstick, I just take it off. It's so great to use before liquid lipsticks or any kind of matte lip color. It really moisturizes and it's just a really nice lip balm. Next up, I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Serum. Now, I know I've already talked about this in a favorites video before, but I had to mention it one more time before I finished up the bottle. This is such an amazing serum. It's so hydrating, yet not super thick. I love the packaging. I love everything about it. Next up, I have the Glaxo Base Moisturizing Cream. This is a huge jar. I only use this on my eyelids, so it's gonna last me like 5 years, but that's okay. This has been such a great product for me this month because I know as the air gets drier, my lids get drier, and once my lids get dry, I just feel like makeup is just not even a good idea anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks terrible. I usually just apply this after I get out of the shower and also before I go to bed. If I'm applying it before makeup, I let it sink in for at least 20 minutes, and then I'll usually just kind of blot off the excess, like a oil blotting sheet or something, just so my shadows don't crease. I just can't go without it anymore. It's bomb. The last skincare product I have is the Benefit Puff Off Instant Eye Gel to help smooth the look of puffies. This is such an amazing under eye depuffing awakening product. It has a little metal tip on it that the product is kind of dispersed through, and I usually just kind of dot it under my eyes and then just use this to kind of massage it in. It really moisturizes and it's really nice for under makeup because it isn't super thick and doesn't make your concealer crease, you know, even more than it usually does. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. Going on to random favorites, we're gonna start off with the music category, and I have a new artist slash album to share with you guys. My favorite new artist is Maren Morris. I don't know why I haven't heard about her before. I was watching the CMAs and she did a song on there and I was like, dang, I've got to listen to this girl's music, and I love the entire album. I'm gonna choose my top 4 songs. First one has to be Rich. Here we go. I I just really like that song. It is such a snap song. It is basically just saying, like, to this guy, if I had a certain amount of money every time I picked up a call from you, or if I had a certain amount of money every time you disappointed me, like, it's a really good oh snap song. Also, love My Church. Basically, it's all about how her love of music is like her religion, and I honestly feel that way about makeup. Drunk girls don't cry. All about how her friend is dating a complete loser and should pretty much not be. If you're saying that he's changed, it's the same thing as saying that drunk girls don't cry. And the fourth one, probably Once. So freaking bomb, okay? Like, I'm just saying. Going on to TV. First favorites. Obviously, Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. You guys, I was a wreck. I don't want to give too much away, but basically there's kind of this flashback scene in the last episode, and I was just bawling. Like, I could not handle myself. It's so good. Now, I would say, if you haven't already seen Gilmore Girls, it probably won't be as good as, you know, I think it is. You definitely should watch the original show before you watch this. But returning fans, I think you're gonna love it. I wore my Luke's shirt today just to, you know, show my pride for it. The other show favorite that I have to share with you is The Crown, also a Netflix original series, and it's all about Queen Elizabeth and kind of like her, I don't want to say like her rise to power, but I guess it kind of is. It is based on true events. Queen Elizabeth's father dies kind of out of the blue, and she has to become queen way earlier than she thought she'd have to. And it's really, really good. And it's all set in London, of course. Winston Churchill is in it as well. And it's just a really cool thing. So I'm loving that. Going on to favorite YouTuber of the month has to go to Samantha Maria. I'm sure a lot of you know who she is, but I've been watching Sam for so long. Right now, though, her videos have just been really speaking to me. Like, I can sit there, watch her whole video and not feel bored. But she's actually pregnant right now, which is adorable. I even watch her videos about her pregnancy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not somebody who really sees myself having kids anytime soon. I can listen to her talk for hours. Love her. Next, we have favorite Snapchatter of the month, and that'd have to go to Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished. Her username is YWP Snaps, and it's just her life, and she shows her kids on there, and they're hilarious, and she swatches makeup all the time. She always shows like her PR packages, which I love seeing. Okay, and the last thing I want to mention is just my work situation. I love my work right now. I'm working at the Body Shop, as I said before, in a seasonal position. I just really love the team that I'm working with right now. Pretty much everybody on the team is just really warm and welcoming, and I don't feel bad about asking questions because, you know, just starting out with a new job, I always have so many questions. Even though I've only worked for like a week, I feel like I'm part of the family already, and I love that. I love it so much. And I also want to mention the campaign The Body Shop is having this holiday season. Basically, this year at The Body Shop, our gift sets are actually part of a really great campaign towards saving the rainforest and kind of repopulating the rainforest. Our mascot for this campaign is the monkey named Reggie, and Reggie is so cute. The idea is in the rainforest, though, when people are cutting down trees there, they usually leave these kind of big blobs of land. They're definitely secluded from each other, and basically the animals in each kind of blob of land can't get across to mate with the other animals. So, you know, you get a lot of mating within the same species, a lot of the same genealogy, and not enough, you know, increase in population. So basically what the Body Shop decided to do is for every gift set you purchase, we're donating 1 meter by 1 meter square of rainforest to build a bio-bridge. And a bio-bridge is basically just like a pathway of rainforest between kind of connecting these blobs of land. The idea is that those animals can now go across these bridges and mate with each other, and the population can increase. It's just a really great cause. So if you have anybody you want to purchase Body Shop products for this year, I would definitely recommend going for our gift sets because they have a lot of great values in there, but also because no matter how small the gift is, like it could be $10 all the way up to like $100, it doesn't matter. We're donating the same amount of BioBridge for each gift, and I just think it's such an amazing cause. Anyway, that's all I want to say for this video. I am so raspy right now. Like, I cannot believe it. But I'm really sorry this video is gonna be like a million years long. I just have so much to talk to you guys about, and you guys know once I get talking about things that I love, I cannot stop. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I would love to see you guys come join my Miss Glitz 98 family. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!